Shane Waldron, okay, because you mentioned him. Now, speaking of Shane Waldron, I think I posted this somewhere on our social media yesterday.
Like number 4 best coordinator in football or something like that?
Yeah, he is. I'm going to read it to you. 1 second. Here it goes. PFF ranked the top 10 offensive coordinators in football. Ben Johnson, the Lions offensive coordinator, which I found, what the fuck? Like, first of all, Eric Bieniemy should probably be number 1, even though he's not on the Chiefs anymore. Like,
he needs to do with someone not named Mahomes before I.
Okay, well, I don't know who's gonna do with Sam Howell in Washington. We'll see. But like the Lions, I know the Lions like put up a lot of points and stuff last year, but like
everyone wanted him as their head coach, and he said no to everyone.
I know. I'm just saying. Number 2 is Kellen Moore for the Chargers, which is interesting. Like very average with the Cowboys, and now he's on the Chargers. Bill O'Brien with the Patriots.
Cool.
And then Shane Waldron, Seahawks. Ken Dorsey, Bills. Eric Bieniemy. Todd Monken, Ravens. Matt Nagy, KC. Jim Bob Cooter for the Colts. And Brian Schottenheimer for the Cowboys. I have 2 comments really quick.
Okay.
Jim Bob Cooter is the coolest name I've ever heard in my life. And the number 2 is Shane Waldron was a hot topic coming out of L.A., right?
Yes, he was.
But do you feel like he's earned a top 5?
He had coffee with Sean McVay multiple times, so like that's really a big thing when you have coffee with Sean McVay. Like,
Yeah, people love you.
You love you. If I had coffee with Sean McVay, I wouldn't be doing this podcast. I'd be the offensive coordinator somewhere.
Facts. You'd be the head coach somewhere. You'd be the head coach kicking of Jim Bob Cooter.
Or Jim Bob Cooter. So now here's the thing, Sammy. I love the topic. I love what you're saying, but I have zero idea about offensive coordinators in the NFL. For all I know, Shane Waldron's the greatest offensive coordinator to ever step foot in the NFL, or he sucks. Like, I don't know. I can't answer the question. But from what
I agree with you on that, by the way. I'm not saying I know offensive coordinators.
But I do have one comment. What he was able to do after Russell Wilson left and have that offense jump even higher with Geno Smith than it was with Russell Wilson, to me, like, at least from my little knowledge of being offensive coordinators, that's a big deal.
Yeah, and I didn't frame that correctly. Like, I was saying it as if, does he really deserve to be top 5? I mean that in the sense of, you have guys like Eric Bieniemy who, winning Super Bowls as an offensive coordinator. And Ben Johnson's up there who I'm okay, yeah, sick. He's, their offense was sick, but, also, not even a playoff team. Exactly. So, I was just kind of playing devil's advocate, but I actually love that Shane Waldron's getting some love because first year with the Seahawks after he was with the Rams and Russell Wilson seemed to get worse. I was kind of this offense fucking sucks. That was my first thought, right? Now it might be the fact that Russell Wilson was just not as good as he was because you saw Russell Wilson go to Denver and the offense be bad with an offensive head coach.
Right.
And in turn, Shane Waldron turned Geno Smith into a top 10 quarterback in the NFL or top 11, whatever you want to call Geno, top 7 to some people, top 15 to some people. So you're right. God bless you, Shane Waldron.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good for him.
One thing I do want to say, though, quick, this is my last thing. I saw on Broncos today, Twitter, Russell Wilson's thrown 5 interceptions so far in training camp. I don't know if that's good or bad, but if anyone knows, let me know.
I think it's bad because I saw it on Broncos 365 or whatever.
That's where I saw it too.
And they were talking about how I saw in the comments, people were is this a result of him being bad? Or some people were well, his top 5 defense, this seems to happen a lot in training camps when you're against top 5 defenses, but it isn't a positive sign. So I think it's one of those, from what I read in the replies, from the people that seem to have reasonable replies, not the people that are he fucking sucks or who fucking cares? He's training camp. Yeah, I think he's thrown a little bit of higher amount in the first couple of days, but it's also he's playing against we know the Broncos defense is extremely good. So
okay, fair enough.
I think it's a mild result of it's a mild reaction to a mild result also. Not good, not bad.